You want to say Kalalal Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Hashem Kakodash, the Banas to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the brothers and the Ivan Bible preaching this word in sincerity and in truth with much honesty. I'm the brother Shapar from the James Jamaica camp. I was just watching a video by the brother Yashawamba, Elder Yashawamba, dealing with, this video here. You are who your father is destroyed in 4 minutes or less. Just another emotional Negro basically, trying to somehow negate the fact that you are of the seed of your father. And the brother Yashawamba do a beautiful lesson here. He going to all the scriptures showing that, look, the seed is of the man. So I won't be going into those scriptures again, but to basically just piggyback on what the elder basically was bringing out, and to bring across a specific point. You see, because oftentimes Jake be dealing with the scriptures, and Jake be dealing with the scriptures from an emotional level, as the brother here pointed out. You know what I mean? And that's carnal, man. Because this thing of ours basically is not based upon what you can see or what you can prove. In terms of in a shadow of a doubt, this is proven. You know what I mean? It based upon faith, man. Even you being an Israelite, it's based upon faith. So the side of a reasoning coming from the scripture's point of view, dealing with the carnal side, that is not what the Lord Yahushua is dealing with, man. Yeah? Because us being an Israelite right now, it cannot be proven by the shadow of a doubt that individually we are an Israelite. You can't go do a DNA test or something where point you back you being an Israelite. First thing first. A lot of us basically out here that you may think is an Israelite can be an heathen. And the point where this man I try to push, it's possible, it make it even more possible for a lot of people out here, who he would think is a J, even himself could be a heathen. Based off of the point where I try to push, that you both mother and father basically of being an Israelite. It even decrease the chance of you being an Israelite. You know what I mean? Let me just bring out a precept first before we go further. This is 2 Corinthians 5:7. You say, for we walk by faith and not by sight. And that's what a Negro basically doing. A Negro basically walking by sight. Oh, it look like an Israelite. Oh, me look like an Israelite. So therefore, I am an Israelite. That's not how it goes, man. It's not by appearance, man. The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh dealt not with the appearance from start. Look at David, for example. That's how man look and judge things based off of them eye and them ears, man. But this is a spiritual thing. Even though we say, oh look, the people predominantly that come in the transatlantic slave trade they are the Israelites, we can't prove that every individual is an Israelite up to this point. No. The point I want to bring out is there's a lot of years passed by. The children of Israel were scattered into all nations. And hundreds of years passed by. It is impossible, to say, even to the point where, because the scripture tells that there was a falling away with people that even identify themselves as Israelite for vast amount of times. And you mean to tell me, for over 2,000 years, you have Israelites who maintain the tradition of only sleeping with their own race? Are you kidding me, man? Through the course of history, you're telling me that only them own race them sleep with, negating the fact that rape happened and all these things, even in slavery. You know what I mean? Even in slavery, man, a lot of rape. That's modern slavery. Not speaking about all the other enslavement them back down in the past, man. And not only that, negating the fact that you have other nations who look like the typical Negro, man. You have Hamites that look like in appearance to Negroes, man. How do you know of a certain that everybody that have a dark complexion is an Israelite, man? How do you know that? Yeah? Let me get this them video. It's because it's a you Negroes, man. Oh boy. Let me show you this. This is what you're doing. It's wrought confusion, man. You're wrought confusion, man. That's what you're doing. Yeah? Because they make it even more difficult to say that you're an Israelite. If another man carry the seed, you make it more difficult, man. If you say both sides of the kind must be an Israelite, you're making the thing more difficult, man. Because you have to take in consideration the history that your forefathers go through. Your foreparents, man. How do you know that Eden wasn't mixed in the whole thing? There's a high probability of that. Ah, Negroes, man. Wrong video here I'm playing here. Let me get this thing here.
You also write about, and this is unpleasant stuff to get into, but you write more explicitly, I think, than most accounts of slavery have been about the sexual exploitation of women. Now, when I was a kid, and you go on a tour of an antebellum house somewhere in the Mississippi Valley, there'd usually be no reference to physical relations between the owners or white people and the slaves, but sometimes the tour guide would cast off some playful reference to the part of the plantation where sometimes the young men of the plantation or the sons of the owner, sometimes they would end up down in the quarters, and that's how a light-skinned baby would come to pass. And there was something kind of humorous about it, and it was this.
Hey, look, man. You see? So going back into slavery, you know, a lot of raping happened, man. And guess what? A lot of Negro women bear children for the white slave masters, man. Yeah? So the light-skinned Negroes, according to them, were offspring of, you know, an Edomite. Now, I just want to show you the level of confusion that you ignorant as Negroes basically are causing right now. See? So you have mixture of vice versa since slavery up to this point, because that child by a white dude, if it's a female, and a Negro sleep with that female that is half-breed, as they would say, yeah, that Negro will sleep with that female child is not an Israelite. Yeah, because for some reason now it's mixed. So therefore we don't know what nation it is now, because it mixed. So there's no nationality that can be put to it now. That's what you're saying, you know. By saying that both, you're saying that if both are not of the same nation, the child is not of the nation. So what nation the child is of then, man? So if you're going to apply it to Israel, you have to apply it to the other nation that the Israelites sleep with too, because if it cannot be an Israelite, it cannot be the next nation neither. Because the same rules apply, man. You niggas are stupid, man. You niggas are stupid, man. You know what I mean? wrought in confusion all over the scriptures, man. And this is the reason why the so-called white man and everybody in the society have this stupid idea that there is a such thing as a mixed race. You go out in Jamaica, you ask much in people, we don't them tell a whole different nation what them claims that they mix up with. So how do you niggas know that the person who appeared to you as a black person then, so-called black, yeah, you black for real. You know what I mean? That a person who look dark complexion, seeing all you know of a certain that this is the pure bloodline from Jacob, man. Without no hindrance any at all, no time through the 2000 odd years and beyond. How can you say of a surety? And that's the complication you niggas bring in, man. So if this thing was to be proven by genetics, you know what I mean? A lot of people would lose faith altogether in this thing, brother. Because for some go down the line, they can prove so you're mixed with somebody else. So therefore you're not an Israelite once mixing. You niggas are stupid, man. As I said, this thing is about by faith, man. Even though we say it's the father seed, it still come down back to faith. Because you cannot prove it by a shadow of a doubt. Carnally, man. It cannot be proven carnally, man. Especially using your enemy methods, man. Sometimes you would want to do a lesson without go on top of your voice more time. You know what I mean? But so, hey, that's it. Let me play this video here.
Pew Research Center, 6.9% of the United States identifies as being mixed race. A mixed-race person is defined by the Oxford Dictionary as someone who is denoting or relating to people whose parents or ancestors are from different ethnic backgrounds. Many believe that someone who is mixed is automatically black and white, but this is untrue, for they are often a variety of ethnicities.
I'm mixed with Cuban, African American, and Dominican.
My ethnicity is African American and Native American.
Black, white, Native American.
I am Mexican, I am African American, I am Palestinian, and I am Peruvian.
I am Trinidadian and British and part Grenadian as well.
I am mixed with white European, obviously, and indigenous Mexican.
The Census Bureau.
So my question is now, all these people that were mentioned here, what race biblically are they? What race are they? You can't be an Israelite. The same rules apply to all the other nations then. So what race are they? You see? You see the confusion, man? This is the confusion, man. This is the reason why the Lord say, look, your race is according to, or your nation is according to the seed of your father. Simple. And you're going to get this confusion if it's not that way. Because you're going to find a lot of people say, yo, them mix all over the place. You know what I mean? You see, you niggas put the Bible down, man. You can leave the Bible to some people who actually can teach the scriptures, man. And start cause confusion in Israel, man. Yeah? Let me get up the precept here. See, this is 1 Timothy 1:4. It said, neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies, which minister questions, because guess what now? You know if I question yourself whether they didn't mix with somebody down the line, according to this mad-ass doctrine, man. So you want to know if all their foreparents over 2,000 years did not keep it straight. Endless questions now, man. Which are in doubt. You know what I mean? Now we're supposed to be out here gathering the Gentile among the people. They have niggas that is to cause confusion, man. It said, neither giving heed to fables or endless genealogies which ministers questions rather than godly edification. Because godly edifying. Because guess what? This man is about to do some real shit upon the planet that's going to affect what people dearly, man. The judgment is coming on the vast majority of our people, man. And the nigga out here worrying about whether your both side of your parents coming down the line was purely Israelite, which is impossible when it come out of the flesh, man. That's what the father taught the seed by the father. Simple. And you're going to have confusion if you do not do it that way. And there's no order to it if you do it no other else way. And that's what universe can pick up. You see me? See? Rather than anything, which is a faith. Faith. You know what I mean? We are an Israelite through faith. We believe that we descend from those tribes, man. So don't come cast a doubt on the people of Israel, man. And you see, yourself don't know if you're an Israelite, man. And you can't prove it physically. You know what I mean? But I'll be an Hamite. Who knows? I might just sin as an Israelite. Who knows? But according to you, hey, once people mix up, you can't call them a race based off of them mixture. Because of that, basically, you're saying automatically. You know what I mean? Because if it applies to Israel, it applies to other nations. If other nations, if Israel can say, oh, you're not an Israelite because you mix, another nation can say, you're not a Hamite because you mix. And another nation can say, you're not an Edomite because you mix. So what race are those people? If no race can't claim them, then what race? Is it confusion? That is confusion, man. Oh, boy. Oh. You niggers, man. This is Matthew 13 and 24. It says, another parable he put forth to them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field, but while men slept, his enemy come and sowed tares among the wheat, and went on his way. But when the blade is sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servant of the householder come and said unto him, Sir, didst thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence art the tares? He said unto them, an enemy hath done this. And the servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while he gather up the tares, he root up also the wheat with them, because them look the same way. Yeah? And this thing is more spiritual than the sight of your eyes, man. Yeah? Judging according to appearance. Well, that's what you will do. You're going to say somebody is not an Israelite, which is an Israelite. And you're going to say somebody is an Israelite, which is not an Israelite. And that can be also you. You say, let both go together until the harvest. And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, which are the angels, gather together first the tares, and bound them in bundles and burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. So to the Lord, I was trying to come and make a separation with these angels, man. Nigga, you can't determine who's an Israelite. So let go off of the genealogy, madness, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, we may say, predominantly the people who come in the transatlantic slave trade and the people who dwell over the western hemisphere before the so-called white man came over here are the true biblical Israelites. Even though we say that, you know what I mean, a lot of things happen in between that. Some people that are among those people are terrorists, man. You can't say who, you don't know who. So just hope that you are one of the Israelites, man. That's what you need to do. You need to hope and pray that you are one. Yeah? Because the concept is certain that you are. You can be a tear. Who knows? Yeah? So, hey, look, man. As I said, if it's not according to the seed of the Father, it's just straight up confusion. Now you're going to bring in the so-called white man doctrine of mixed race. You know? Where the individual do not belong to a specific race, man. You know? So, without say, Kalalaya, Barshimmer, Shai, Barshimmer, Kodash, the apostles of Great Millstone, Shalom to all the brothers, and we'll keep pushing the truth in sincerity, man.